Dr. Robert Lewis says he conducts constituency tours of his own every 3 months. Those tours identify the most critical infrastructural needs of residents. And those needs include retaining walls, bad roads and improper drainage. He says the ministry's tours are welcome, but MPs know what their constituents need. Dr. Lewis says a better approach would be to allow MPs to prepare budgets for onward submission to the ministry.
I really don't need the minister to do that, I'll be quite honest with you. If we could just have people taking the parliamentary reps seriously to say, why don't you send us a budget or propose works in your constituency and we'll look at it. And if the minister feels that there is a particular issue that he needs to come and see personally, I think that is good. I'm not knocking down this tour. I'm saying it's a good tour. But it does not have to take any particular minister to come to that, because that's why the people of a particular district vote in a parliamentary rep, so we can avoid a lot of the duplication.
The communications minister says through the tours his team has identified aging infrastructural facilities, including roads, culverts and roads, some of which have not been fixed in over 2 decades. The tours of opposition constituencies come 2.5 years into the UWP administration, but Joseph is refuting allegations that those 6 constituencies have been ignored.
I don't think that the opposition constituencies have been neglected. If you look at our work program, you would see what is happening. It is our intention to visit all the constituencies. All 17 constituencies must be visited. Colleagues on the same side of the house with me would have direct access to me every first day in cabinet. We would have discussions. I would know what some of the immediate issues are. So I felt it necessary to visit the opposition constituencies to get an appreciation of what they have to go through on a daily basis.
The minister says government can't do everything and is calling on the public to do its part to maintain public infrastructure. He says the tours have shown how individuals contribute to many of the problems his ministry is called upon to resolve.
You look at some of the waterways and you see old beds and washing machines and stoves, fridges. The amount of garbage, because everybody uses the waterway as a dumping ground. And it is not just in the rural communities, it's happening in the towns, in the villages, everywhere. It is something that we as a country must seek to change. Government cannot change what people do if the people are not willing to change.
Dr. Lewis says he's hoping that the tour will result in positive changes for his constituents. He says if nothing else, his constituents will recognize that he took part and tried to bring their most urgent problems to the fore. Alison Kentish, HTS News, Channel 4.